everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Jake Wild. Yes. No news today, we're just getting into the game. That's right, playing this game. Okay, whoa, shit. Woo! I almost spilt my beer. Alright, I don't know a better way to start an episode. Since I didn't have class today, I've got even more free time than usual. What do I feel like doing? Kyrie, Valerie. I haven't really spent any private time with Valerie after, the whole, we're dating now thing. So I'm kind of interested. I really am. Yes, there we go. I bet Valerie would want to hang out. I decided to give her a call.
Hey there. I was just thinking about you.
That's nice. Oh, really?
Yep. I was just thinking how fun it would be to go dancing. But I need a partner. You in?
Dancing? I'm not much of a dancer, Valerie. I'm not much of a dancer. I don't think I'd make a good dance partner.
So? It doesn't matter if you're good or not, as long as you have fun.
That's the class. That's what they grab you by. It's like, you say, I'm not a good dancer. And then the classic response is, doesn't matter, I'll show you. If you need someone to stand on the sideline and watch everyone else dance, I could do that.
Alright, but I bet I can get you dancing before the night's done.
Good luck. Is this going to be on campus?
You're funny. I'll text you the address. See you soon.
She hangs up, and a few seconds later, my phone buzzes with a text. I get changed into something more comfortable, which I can still move in, and drive to the address. Of course it's here. As I get close, I see a line of people waiting out front as a bouncer checks everyone's ID. This is not what I expected. Valerie stands right out. Oh my god, we're going to a club? No. But it's Valerie, so maybe. Alright, okay. I fucking hate clubs. That's me. I hate clubs. Valerie stands right out front and greets me with a kiss. That's fancy, Valerie. Looks like someone's happy to see me.
Took you long enough to get here.
Are we at a club?
Obviously. Where do you think people go dancing?
You don't go dancing at a club, Valerie. You go to a club. I don't even. What the fuck do people expect to do at clubs? Listen, there's no good music is played at clubs. 2, the alcohol is expensive as hell. 3, guys never have fun at clubs unless you're fucking rich. So, who goes to clubs? I thought you were talking about a dance class. Valerie laughs.
Nope.
That's what I was thinking. And glance at the bouncer up ahead as he turns away a couple of underage girls. How do you expect to get in?
With my ID, of course.
Valerie. Ooh. She pulls out her ID, which labels her as 20. Where did you get that? She smirks.
I have my ways.
That's nice. You should be careful. It's better than my old fake. Let me take a closer look. Let me see that. I snatch the ID out of Valerie's hand and bring it close to my face. Huh? This is actually very realistic. Valerie smirks.
Pretty good, right?
You might be able to get away with it.
May I have it back now?
I hand it over.
Thank you.
Aren't you going to get in line? Valerie laughs.
Who stands in line?
She strides up to the bouncer and flashes him an irresistible smile. Then she slips her ID into his hands. He grins appreciatively at her and waves her in, but stops me as I try to follow.
He's with me.
Valerie touches the bouncer's arm and gives him a sultry look.
It would make me really happy if you let him in too.
He sighs and checks my ID, then waves me in. I'm not thrilled about the way she looked at the bouncer, but it beats standing in line. Valerie winks as we slip past the bouncer and into the club. I squint into the dim bar as my heart pulses in time with the bass. I should have hung out with Kyrie. The place is a decent crowd for this time of night. I migrate towards the bar. Oh yeah, I definitely need a fucking drink. I migrate towards the bar and order a drink and something age appropriate for Valerie. She accepts the drink with an amused glint in her eyes.
Come on, let's dance.
She grabs my hands and pulls me to the dance floor. I pull back. Hey, I don't dance, remember? She pouts.
Are you really gonna make me dance alone?
You knew what you were getting into when you asked me to come.
Are you sure you want your cute girlfriend dancing alone? Essentially up for grabs for any other guy?
Look at that face! Urgh! God damn it, Valerie! On second thought, maybe I'll dance. God damn it. Valerie smiles, then swings her hips in time to the beat and bounces in rhythm to the music. I meet her gaze and grin as I appreciate the way her body moves, then join in. Do what seems fun. Bust out the hip-hop skills. Just rock back and forth. Chicken dance. Chicken dance. Yeah! I decided to wow Valerie with one dance I know. I click my head, beat my arms, wiggle my tail feathers. Valerie laughs nervously and stops me.
Oh, okay. Unless you're a sandwich, the club is no place for a chicken.
Chicken dance. Aw, but that was my signature move. She pulls me close and moves my hips to rock with her own.
Let me show you how it's done.
After dancing together for a while, I feel thirsty. I'm going to get another drink. You want anything? Valerie shakes her head. Okay, I'll be right back.
I'll be here.
I return to the bar and order a water, then chug it in one long gulp. Dancing is hard work. I feel like I'm getting a workout. As I go find Valerie, some random guy corners her.
What's a pretty thing like you doing in a place like this?
Oh boy. Now this is the moment where we decide what kind of person McFlugga the Boopity is, you know? Alright. Valerie forces a smile and steps away from him.
Sorry, but I have a boyfriend.
I'm just talking to you. That's not a crime, is it? How about I buy you a drink?
See, if I was in this situation, I would walk up next to him and say, I'll take one. Like, slide in right between him and Valerie and say that. Done this. I've been in this situation before. Let's just say that. What a vulture. I step away for 1 minute. Confront the guy directly. Use his own strategy against him. Ooh, I'll do this. Hey there. What's a pretty thing like you do in a place like this? The guy rolls around and glares at me.
Go away. I'm not interested.
Aw, don't be like that. It's not a crime to talk, is it? How about I buy you a drink?
Back off. I'm here with someone.
Valerie suddenly looks intrigued.
You are?
Yeah, you, of course.
Valerie points at me.
That's so strange because I'm here with him.
What?
I sling my arm around Valerie and she places her hand on my chest.
Meet my boyfriend.
Forget it.
He slinks back into the crowd. We sit down and rest for a few more minutes. That guy sure knows how to ruin a mood. Still, I'm surprised Valerie let him off the hook so easily.
Hello?
What? Her voice jolts me out of my thoughts. Oh, sorry. I was still annoyed by that dude from earlier. Valerie frowns.
Don't even waste your time thinking about someone like that. Besides, we have more fun things to do.
Like what? I smile and nod. She's right. She grins and interlaces her fingers with mine. Well, that's nice. If you couldn't tell, I am not the... What would you say? The affectionate type.
Break's over, mister. Let's dance some more.
We dance until our feet grow tired and we can't dance anymore. As we walk out of the club, Valerie leans into me to ease her aching feet. Reminiscent of our first outing together, I scoop her up into my arms. She gasps in surprise and laughs and throws her arms around my neck as I carry her back to my bike.
I'm getting a strong feeling of deja vu.
Oh. I kiss her on the lips. When I pull away, her cheeks are pink.
Okay, that was new.
When we arrive on my bike, Valerie and I both climb on. After I drop Valerie off at Ace, I head home. Although tonight wasn't at all what I expected, I still ended up having a good time. My stomach growls loudly as I park my bike in the garage. Nikki, please be home for one. No! No. Don't even talk like that, Nick Fluckader fucking. I wonder what we're going to have for dinner. As I enter the kitchen, I see a dainty strawberry cake sitting on the kitchen table. Cake for dinner? I peer closely at the layered cake and use my finger to taste the whipped cream. It melts on my tongue in a cloud of sweetness. Fresh whipped cream. This is oddly strange. Very strange indeed. That's the only kind of whipped cream I'll eat. Mom spoiled us. She never bought whipped cream because she always makes it herself. Wait a minute. Mom's birthday! Oh, God. Oh, this is about to get very depressing. Nikki. Did Nikki bake this cake for Mom's birthday? I searched the house but see no sign of her. There's no text from her on my phone either. Clearly she came home after school, which means there's only one place she can be. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. I gotta chug my beer real quick. I can just imagine myself, like, imagine if my character, right, just walked around with a beer can everywhere, so just drank all the time, like he was an extreme alcoholic. That would make this game very interesting. That should be oh my God, that would make this game awesome. Like that route, like when you pick the first three personalities, it's either athletic, intellect, or like the knowledge of people and how they react. And there'd be a fourth option, and it'd be extreme alcoholism. I would love that. Oh, God. If anyone's developing a game like that, like this, make that an option. And I'll play the fuck out of that game. All right. That's sufficient amount of beer. Gone. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready for Nikki crying her eyes out. All right. I grab my keys and hop back on my bike to find Nikki. We lived next to a park back home, and Nikki would often escape to there when she was upset. Just as I expected, I find Nikki swinging forlornly in the park. Holy shit, that's fucking creepy! Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What do I do in this situation? That is just fucking creepy. I'm sorry. I know this is supposed to be a sad moment and I'm ruining it, but tell me that's not creepy. Her head is bent as she gazes down at something in her hands. I take a seat beside her. She glances at me but doesn't speak. Instead, she cups the open locket in her hands. Moment ruined. The one that usually hangs around her neck. Inside is a picture of Mom and Dad. You okay?
I don't know.
Mom would have loved the cake you made her. Nikki snaps the locket shut and holds it to her chest.
I had to do something, you know? Today is Mom's birthday and I couldn't not celebrate it.
Look, Nikki. You really need to buy a comb. There's this little thing right here. It's bugging me. Also, you can see her crying right here. Look at that. And this is supposed to be a very, very sad scene, and I'm fucking it up. Oh my God. I know.
So I thought I'd make her a cake like we used to, but then
Her voice trembles and she takes a minute to compose herself.
that cake, it was like it was taunting me. A reminder that Mom will never get a chance to eat it.
It's really sad, Nikki.
It's not fair.
Nikki's knuckles turn white as she clutches at the locket. Her hands begin to shake.
I barely got any time with her before she was taken away, and I just want her back.
Nikki.
I know I'm being crazy, but I just keep thinking it's my fault.
Tears trickle down her cheeks and leave wet stains on her shirt. Instinctively, I pull her in for a hug, and she leans against me. This wasn't your fault, Nikki.
It is.
You had no control over this. She pulls away and falls silent. When she finally speaks, her voice is thick.
I missed the bus that day.
What?
The reason I left the cafe is because I missed the bus and needed a ride home.
It's not your fault, Nikki. It's not your fault. It's alright.
I keep thinking, what if I had just gotten on that bus as soon as class ended? I wasn't even doing anything important. I was just hanging out and lost track of time. I remember being so annoyed when they didn't show up. I was so angry I had to walk home, and all I could think about was how much
Her voice falters.
I hated them.
You didn't mean that. You were angry.
What kind of daughter thinks like that? When I remember, I just feel so disgusted with myself.
That happens to everybody. Be that as it may, what happened wasn't your fault, Nikki. You didn't tell that driver to hit them. You can't keep blaming yourself.
Then why do I feel like I'm being punished?
Because this sucks. Because it's so easy to think about all the years that have been stolen from you and the lame lamlet that lost. But you can't keep thinking like that. I don't fare much better. How do you think he would respond to this? How would I respond to this? How would I respond to this? I'd probably say something like this. I mean, I wasn't even home last year and I forgot Mom's birthday. If I kept thinking about that all the time, I missed out on them with them. I drive myself crazy too.
You were at college, though. It's not like you were avoiding them on purpose.
Exactly, but it still feels like I should have done more. Nikki sighs, but a ghost of a smile graces her lips.
Why do you always make sense?
Her tears have stopped and some color is returning to her face. Remember Mom's cake from last year? It was completely inedible.
You mean the second cake? The one you baked for Mom because you forgot her birthday?
Oh yeah. Whoops. Okay, I'm glad that depressing shit is over now. Nikki laughs.
Mom tried so hard to eat it, but eventually she just gave up.
Not my finest moment, but at least it wasn't as bad as the one Dad baked the year before.
You mean when he almost burned our entire house down?
Nikki laughs so hard she snorts, which only makes her laugh harder. Her laughter is infectious, and I can't help but join in. I think I got a lot more of Dad in me than you do.
Yeah, but it's not all bad. You got a lot of his good qualities, too. Like how you're always there for me when I need you.
It's a hard job, but somebody has to do it. You have no fucking idea. Nikki bumps me playfully with her swing.
Rude!
No, you know what's rude? Leaving a perfectly delicious cake untouched in the kitchen.
That's true. It was made for eating.
So let's go eat it. Grinning from ear to ear, Nikki nods and stands up. Together, we head to the bike and I drive us back home. As soon as I park, the two of us hop off my bike and eagerly rush into the kitchen, then freeze. Because Uncle Kyoto ate the whole cake. There's only one thing. Called it! Of course that's what happened. Gato. No, hold on. Alright, Kyoto. Nikki and I were having a moment, and you had to fuck it up! Sorry, I forgive you. There's only 1/3 of the cake remaining, and a trail of crumbs start from the kitchen to the table. ends at Uncle Kato's face. I can only stare in stunned silence at the scene.
Uncle Kaito?
He pauses. A forkful of moist yellow cake is halfway to his mouth.
Did you eat all of the cake?
Uncle Kato looks from his fork to Nikki, then back at the fork.
I want my lawyer.
Nikki and I burst out laughing as Uncle Kaito shoves the fork into his mouth. Nikki and I split the rest of the cake while Kaito looks on longingly. Nikki is all smiles for the rest of the night as Uncle Kaito asks us about our day. I tuck into bed early as I know I'll have a busy day of frolicking in the hot springs tomorrow. Oh boy, the hot springs! Soon I'm dreaming about Valerie steaming up the hot Soon I'm dreaming up about Valerie steaming up the hot water. I wake up at the first sound of my alarm and jump out of bed. I need to meet my friends at the train station so we can all head over to the hot springs together. And I'd rather not be the last one there. They might leave without me. Just kidding. No, they wouldn't. Would they? Either way, I throw on some clothes and race to pack up what I need. After grabbing a quick breakfast, I hop on my bike and drive to the train station. I haven't been back here since my arrival in Izukaze. It's exactly the same as I remember it. No, it's not. The color's different. I'm pretty sure. People bustle back and forth, and the whole station is blanketed with a buzz of conversations. There's no one here again. For some reason, the familiarity is comforting. I purchase my ticket and find Kairi, Mayu, Valerie, and Yuna already waiting on the platform. Well, that is a strange assortment of clothing that I'd never seen them ever wear. And you notice how everyone but Valerie are wearing the same exact shorts? I'm so confused right now. I don't know why. Hey, Yuna and Valerie wave as I approach, while Maya smiles and Kairi nods in greeting.
You made it.
So did you. I glance around us. Where's Xiao?
Running late, like usual.
He'll be here.
I hope so. He has all our tickets. Kairi gives me a look. I mean, of course, he'll be here. She crosses her arms but otherwise falls silent. Even Yuna looks worried as she checks the time. We still got a few minutes before the train comes. As the seconds tick by, even I'm beginning to lose hope. Thankfully, Xiao soon appears.
Hey guys, ready to get our heat on?
We stare at Xiao.
That came out wrong.
Ready to get our heat on. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with that. Yeah. He looks around, a wide grin on his face.
Awesome, the gang's all here!
The laborious roar of engines is heard before the train is sighted. Xiao points to the approaching train.
Just in time, too, because here's the train.
You were cutting it really close, Joe.
I'm right on time.
Everyone quiets down as we get ready to board. We settle into our seats and enjoy the ride. Oh my, that's really pretty. Reminds me of home. When we arrive, we step off the train and stretch our legs. There's a beautiful hotel in the distance, and the hot springs are tucked in the mountains behind it.
Alright, here we are safe and sound. Let's go check in first.
Xiao leads the way to the hotel. Oh, we're staying... Well, okay. Oh, don't get ahead of ourselves, Jake. Just read text on the screen. Xiao leads the way to the hotel, and we trail behind, enjoying the scenery. I breathe in deeply, letting the crisp mountain air fill my lungs. Just being here already helps me feel rejuvenated. We enter the hotel, and the front desk agent gives us the keys to our rooms. Valerie and Yuna are bunking together, while Kairi and Mayu share a room. Obviously, that leaves Xiao and I share the last room. I don't know why Valerie and I... Well, okay, we've only been... How long have we been dating for? 2 months? I guess it's a little weird if we slept in the same room together. I don't know. Alright, whatever, game. The girls disappear into their rooms, but not before agreeing to meet right outside the hotel in 10 minutes. Xiao and I enter our room. He immediately flops onto the bed closest to the window.
I claim this bed.
That is a really pretty room. I'll take the other bed. Alright, I'm fine with this bed. I drop my bag onto the bed closest to the wall and doorway. I don't like being next to the window anyway. Even with the curtains closed, I still feel too exposed.
Exposed?
Like if I were to open the curtains, the face would be staring in. Xiao looks warily at the window.
Don't say things like that. Do you want me to have nightmares?
Yes, Xiao. Not sorry. Enjoy your slumber! Once we've had a chance to rest and put down our things, we head down into the lobby and wait outside. The girls trickle in a few minutes later. Should we go for a soak now?
We want to save that for tonight. Trust me, it's way more relaxing at the end of the day.
What should we do instead? Xiao pulls out the tickets and studies the text on there.
What about...
Maya's voice trails off. What about?
What if we toured the gardens?
The gardens? What? She points to a side clearing of blossoms and trees.
They look really pretty.
We get a discounted price for the tours too, since we already have tickets to the hot springs.
Valerie jumps excitedly.
Let's do it then.
She races towards the gardens.
Wait! Don't just run off like that!
Kairi takes off after her as the rest of us scramble to catch up. Luckily, we arrive right before the next scheduled tour, and we're all able to secure a spot with the group. The tour guide leads us on a gravel path and speaks non-stop about the history of the garden and each plant that we see. That sounds very interesting. I listen intently as he talks about the original lord who commissioned the garden as a way to show off his status and wealth. I remember learning about this same guy in our foreign international bridging class, so it's extra cool to be standing in this garden. The guide's lecture on each plant that we pass is far less engaging, though, and my attention wanes. I survey the flowers and trees around me. Bright petals of color sway gently in the breeze, and a few of them float towards our feet. I wonder how they keep this place so green at this time of year. As I glance around the group, everyone seems to be focused on the greenery around us. Everyone except for a certain adventurous blonde. I spot Valerie a few steps off the pathway, staring into a small pond. A strong weeping willow drops into branches around her, partially obscuring her from view. When no one is paying attention, I slip away from the group. Oh, God! Romanticism. Here we go. Alright. Valerie! She grins.
I knew you'd come find me.
I can imagine me, like, turning the corner, and, like, she's just standing there, I'm like, Valerie! I found you! We should get back to the group. She leans in close and playfully draws circles on my chest.
Why? Don't you want to be alone with me?
Okay. I quickly look around in case anyone's watching, but no one's in sight.
We could go on our own secret adventure.
No, we should rejoin the group. I like where this is going. I wrap my arms around her, but she slips from my grasp. Her playful smiles taunts me.
Let's go then.
She runs further into the garden towards a grove of trees. Hey, wait!
Make me.
She then disappears among the branches. I race after her, but she's nowhere to be found. After weaving through the trees, I slow down, trying to guess which direction she's gone. Just as I'm about to lose hope, Valerie jumps out from the leaves and pounces on me. Startled, I barely catch her in time. As we topple to the ground, Valerie pins me. Her hair tickles my cheek.
You're trapped.
Two can play at that game. A slow smile spreads across my face, and Valerie looks at me with confusion. And then she lets out a short cry as I roll over and pin her to the ground. Now who's trapped the trapped one? To my surprise, Valerie grabs my face and pulls me into a kiss. I melt into the sweetness of her lips and linger in the cessation. This is the part of the relationship where it's just all romanticism. And then after that, it's fucking bullshit. Anyone who's been in a long relationship knows that's fucking true. All too soon, she pulls away, leaving me breathless. How could I have ever gotten so lucky? Valerie's blue eyes sparkle.
He got me.
I did. What happens now? She slowly wraps her arms around my neck, never losing her mischievous smile.
Usually this is the part where it fades to black and implies certain activities have happened.
But this is a different kind of game, and we're going to skip that. Right? Right? Guys, back me up here. Right? What? You're not gonna... Guys, come on! Don't make me do this! I grin. Huh. What? Oh my god! Guys, we never tell anybody about this, alright? Not a word. Not a fucking word. We spent some time together and then rejoined the group. Oh. The tour was very beautiful and I enjoyed the leisurely pace we took around the gardens, although I did learn a lot more about plants than I ever wanted to know. Once the tour was over, we regrouped back outside the hotel. How did everyone enjoy the tour? Maya sighs dreamily.
The flowers were so beautiful. I felt like I was walking through a fairy tale.
I'm glad you had fun, Mayu. I thought it was really pretty too, but I found the history of the place to be the most interesting part.
Kyrie shrugged. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to anything that they said. I was still thinking about what the fuck just happened. Oh god, I was not expecting that.
Yeah, it was alright.
It reminded me a little bit of home. On the outskirts of town, there was a cute little museum which also included a garden walk.
That sounds really nice.
It was.
I thought it was good, but I could have used less of all that flower talk.
You aren't the only one.
I thought it was informative.
But enough of that. It's now time for the main event.
Hot Springs! In a shy voice.
Yay! I cannot wait to soak in that glorious water.
Same here.
Maya grins and even Kyrie cracks a smile. Okay, guys. I'm gonna cut the episode here. That was probably one of my favorite episodes. I'm gonna say that right now. That was pretty good. Alright, but I hope you guys enjoyed that too. Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.